If you're looking to do some free motion quilting on your Bernina 480, let me suggest actually 2 feet for you to purchase separately, actually 3. My favorite is actually foot number 24. That is called a freehand embroidery foot. I know embroidery is not the right word for it, but back in the day, this is what we used it for, as kind of some stitching that was free motion. It is a foot that actually has an opening in the front, so I can see where I'm going. So this is a great one. There's also a foot number 9, which is the exact same foot, but without the opening. It's closed in the front. That one's sometimes called a darning foot. So between the 2 of them, those are great. But actually, if you do splurge, remember this machine is capable of accepting the Bernina stitch regulator, also known as a BSR, and this will help regulate your stitches so the stitch length all stays the same, no matter how fast or short or how fast or slow you're going. I'll link right up here to our Bernina stitch regulator video, and you can see what comes in this box and how to use it. But you might say, I'm going to do it more the manual way right now. So with the foot number 24, I've already lowered my feed dogs. Remember, on the side of the machine, just push that button all the way in till it stays. And you'll know that it is correctly indented because the feed dog light is yellow here. So that is a reminder that my feed dogs are down. You do need to remember to lower your presser foot. If you don't, then your machine will give you the little reminder to lower the presser foot. I do like that about this model, so it actually doesn't go stitching off without me knowing that my foot is not down. Next, you usually can bring up your bobbin thread. If you take a stitch, sometimes you can just take the needle up, down button, and I held onto my top thread, and if I give it a little pull, this loop is my bobbin thread. So I can pull that up and even kind of start. Now, when you start to free motion quilt, the practice is being able to move your hands at the same similar rate as if you're as your machine is running. So if I go really slow and move my hands fast, I get really long stitches. Those aren't really pretty. If I go really fast but don't move my hands, I get little tiny stitches that don't look also very good. So this happy medium comes with a little bit of practice, and you can even take your speed and slow it down, because now with my foot control pressed all the way down till its fastest speed, you hear the machine is actually going at a nice soft rate, almost like a cruise control. That is pretty much what you are looking for. When you flip it over, if you see the same look of stitches on the back as you do on the front, that's great. If you need to adjust your tension up or down, do this right up here at that top corner of the screen, just to get it to look like it doesn't matter which side you actually quilted from. It looks identical from both sides. Another thing that helps perfect things is your straight stitch throat plate. Again, an optional accessory, but I love the fact that it helps stabilize my needle through that hole. Just don't forget to tell the machine that you are putting that on, and then it will remind you so you don't accidentally pick a zigzag and try to stitch. It just won't let you because it knows that this plate is actually on the machine. So I'm going to just turn that back to 9 millimeters so I can do other stitches. And how did I learn how to do free motion quilting? It really is something, like I said, it does take some practice. And taking some online courses would be great. Any of the classes from Blueprint. One of my favorite teachers is Angela Walters and Leah Day. So we'll put some links below this YouTube video where you can hop on over and watch some of our favorite classes. And not just how to machine quilt, but how to prepare your fabric, how to get your machine set up, and some great patterns to start off practicing for free motion quilting.